we just sailed all the way down the loch. Well, not the entire, fuck me, start again. So we just finished sailing. We have sailed along the loch. We got some incredible distance covered thanks to a wind blowing on our back. Popped the sail up and we were flying along, weren't we?
We were.
It was absolutely.
I recommend it.
It was absolutely brilliant.
Wow.
And we saw this beautiful spot here right next to this ancient oak tree. We thought that looks like a good spot for a lunch break. And just as we were coming up, the wind changed angle, and so it's a perfect time to stop for a break. Let's have a little recce, because on the way in I did see some sort of marker stones, so we're going to go check those out. Memory of the McLeod family of Gascon, because of their vision of being able to see further. What does that mean? Being able to see further. Do you think they invented binoculars?
Come down, sweet reverence, until my simple house and rain and rain.
Weather now is absolutely horrible. The wind is at a horrible angle, blowing straight across the loch, and yeah, we would have to wait for this to blow over, have to wait for this to change so that we can, if there's any hope of continuing. So we decided we'd go for a little wander around. We found this beautiful waterfall, this gorgeous stream coming down, and there's actually, looks like there's somebody's house up in there. So we're, and there's another house right here with some ruins here. Pile of ruins here, and then there's actually somebody's home here by the, well, I'm assuming it's a house. I don't think somebody actually lives in here, because just because of where it is, there's no footpath or anything to it. The only way to get here is by the loch. So I don't think anybody's living in it.
And that tall grass grows high and brown. Well, I drag you straight in the muddy ground.
I don't know if it's some sort of hunter's lodge or a boat house of some sort.
Well, I cursed and I cried, but now I know. Oh, now I know. And I ran back to that hollow again. cast our sliver back then. And I ached for my heart like some tin man.
During the time that we were exploring our surroundings, we found that the weather had once again changed in our favour. We had a spot of lunch before setting off once again down the loch. There's the chef, professional chef at work here.
It's different from what I normally do.
What's on the menu?
Well, for a change, we're having pasta.
And on the menu for myself, cooking all by itself, this stuff. Buckwheat pot and turkey. We set off from Shipley's Cove around 9 o'clock this morning and had to stop at 10 o'clock, just 1 hour later, because of heavy side wind. We were able to set off again, had some fantastic sailing experience, stopped for a spot of lunch under a beautiful oak tree. We've set off again now. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon and we're looking for our next campsite for the night, for the evening. And yeah, the weather has changed again. We now have 0 wind and a light sprinkle of rain, and it's just absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Words can't describe it, and I'm pretty sure that my terrible video editing won't do it any justice either. But for the people who have been here, you'll know how gorgeous it is. And for the people who haven't, I suggest you do come here, yeah. Paddled on through the increasingly beautiful scenery before finally finding the ideal campsite. However, realizing that we still had some energy left to burn and some daylight to use, we decided we'd venture on to an island that had the ruins of St. Finan's Chapel on it, before returning back to the campsite to set up our camp for the evening. Parking. St. Finan is believed to be named after the second Bishop of Lindisfarne, an Irish monk who trained at Lorna Abbey. It is said that St. Finan resided in a cell on the island during his life's mission to spread the Christian faith into the Highlands. The medieval stone chapel on the island is believed to have been constructed on the site of St. Finan's cell itself by Alan McRory, an early chief of the Clan Roland. With the chapel in place, the island soon became a site of pilgrimage and a burial ground for the Clan Roland family until the end of the 16th century.
We'll trace out their names in the old churchyard. for those who weep no more, for sweet is their sleep, though cold and hard their pillows may be in the old churchyard. And I know that it's vain.
Unfortunately, the chapel fell into ruins in the mid-17th century, and the current building is actually a reconstruction from the 19th century with surviving medieval masonry incorporated into its eastern wall. Fortunately, the medieval altar survives, and the aisle is still used for burials to this day.
To the old churchyard. But were I at rest beneath yonder tree, oh, why would you weep, my friends, for me? I'm weary and worn. Why would you retard the peace that I seek in the old churchyard? Why weep for me? I'm ready to go to that haven of rest where the tears never flow.
Time seemed to stand still on this gorgeous island, and we lost track of time. Finally, we made our way back to the original site we found to set up our camp for the evening. The visit to the island had been humbling and somewhat slightly eerie.
I'll rest in the hope that one bright day sunshine will burst through these prisons of clay, and Gabriel's trumpet and the voice of the Lord will wake up the dead in the old churchyard.
I do apologise for the bad language in this video.
Oh, bloody hell.
We've set up camp, we've had a delicious meal, we're going to drink a few beers and enjoy this beautiful scenery, enjoy the beautiful view with a fire and a few beers. That is the end of day 3. We've woken up to a beautiful morning again, having a lot of luck with the weather. As you can see, it's very calm out there. Wonderful paddling conditions. Today we should easily reach the end of the loch, and yeah, I think we'll go down the River Shiel next.
Yeah.
We've packed up, left no trash or trace, and the canoe's packed up, and we are ready to go, wouldn't you say?
We're ready to go.
Good night's rest, had a lovely breakfast. Last night we enjoyed some steak and veg,
Beautiful.
campfire, and just enjoyed
That scenery.
the scenery and enjoyed a bit of banter until dark, listening to the owls, had a few beers, tried talking to the owls, and then went to sleep. And now it's time to set off again. So stay tuned and we'll share this beautiful scenery with you. the island we went to yesterday with the remains of St. Finlay Chapel on it. I'll put a link to the description on there so you can check it out. Beautiful place, and if you're out on Loch Shiel in your canoe or boat, then make sure to stop by. Of course, be respectful. You can camp on there, but it's kind of frowned upon, you know, with it being the place of rest for a lot of people. Well, what a place to be led to rest, eh? Not bad.
We eventually reached the village of Acharackle at the end of Loch Shiel. However, having checked on the weather forecast, we realised that if we went down the river, we wouldn't be able to get any further. This was a huge blow and a huge disappointment. It meant our journey had come to an end and that we would have to turn around and go back the way we'd came.
We've set up camp for the evening now. We sailed all the way, didn't have to do any paddling, had a wonderful, wonderful, relaxed sail all the way back from the town at the end of the loch. And the sun has come out, the wind has died off. We've just finished setting up our camp, our tents. We're going to get a fire going and get some food cooking. Way to ruin the atmosphere, Sam.
Despite the disappointment of not being able to complete the planned journey, we still found reason to have a bit of a laugh, and later we had ourselves a rave.
Been knocking up some of what my mother named corned beef slop, which is potatoes, carrots, onions, garlic, salt, pepper, in this case some sweet corn, red peppers, yellow peppers, tomatoes, mixed herbs, bay leaves, and of course, as the name suggests, corned beef.
At least catch something.
I've got Tetris.
What do you want to know? Tetanus.
Tetanus. That's the one.
I remember that. I need my Tetris jab.
I've already had my Mario jab, I just keep it.
I want to hear everybody in the place say ho! Public domain kicking it to you, man. Bass in the place, London. 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 Bass in the place. Bass in the place. Bass in the place. Bass in the place. Bass in the place, London.
It is now 8 o'clock. No, it's not. Start again. Speech. Oh, that's bad. It is now 11 o'clock. How time flies. Feels like a minute ago it was only 8 o'clock. It's now 11, 15, take 12. We drank too much beer. It's now 11:40. I've had 1 or 2 beers, we've had a bit of a rave, but now it's gotten cold. Look at my hair now, it's cold. I think we're just going to call it a night. Good night.
Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, share it, and leave me some comments. And if you haven't done so already, please do hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel to grow. Thanks for watching.